Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good everyone everywhere. Finally, the British and Irish Lions squad was announced today. Warren Gatland, the coach, announced the team live, and yeah, it was actually quite funny. I was watching the live stream on YouTube, and there was like a countdown, like 30 minutes or whatever. So they're just like milking it, like, oh, let's have a look at the history, let's have a look at the tour, let's have a look at what it means to be a Lion, just like milking it. And the chat was just spamming Billy Burns for captain. Billy Burns for captain. Oh my god. It was so funny. All the Irish fans out there just taking a piss. It was quite fun. Just watching the chat, everyone just spamming Billy Burns. But I knew, I contributed, and I said Alan Wynne-Jones was going to be the captain, because come on, this guy is the highest capped player in the world, in history, I believe, and he's probably still at top of his game, and he's, just Six Nation winner this year, led Wales to another Six Nation win. And Warren Gatland, the former Welsh coach, I mean, he will be looking forward to have Alan Wynne-Jones back as his captain again, you know. Will be for old time's sake, a bit of a nostalgia, hang out, have a few beers. I'm sure Warren Gatland had that in mind also when he picked Alan Wynne-Jones. And by the way, like, come on, Warren Gatland, Alan Wynne-Jones, they've been to paired as captain and coach for so many years now. Like, I can't see, Owen Farrell sitting next to Gatland. I mean, there's no one else that he could have possibly picked. I did think that maybe Gatland had a bit of favoritism to the Welsh players, but it is still a very, very, very good team. And my Afrikaans friends, it's going to be very tough to beat this Lions team. But I've been watching some the South African Currie Cup, and I watched a bit of the Rainbow Cup, South Africa one. The teams look pretty good. Not that bad. They pretty competitive, and they really give it all that they got. And the referee, the South African referee seems to be really hard on like dangerous gameplay. So there was like one game I watched where I think it was Stormers against the Sharks, and there was like 2 yellow cards, a red card against the Stormers for just like dangerous play. The referee was really hard out on that, so that might come into play in the game, because I am not sure if they're gonna have I think they're probably gonna have a South African referee for the tour, because I'm not sure, are they gonna bring like French referees or Australian referees to come over and quarantine for the games, or have they already got referees with them? I mean, they can't really have any of the British and Irish referees, so it has to be like French or like Australian or maybe New Zealander. So are they gonna get people from Australia to go over for this tour? Because usually they have like Aussie or New Zealand refs for these games. But I just don't see them like flying someone over from Australia for that. Probably gonna just have like local referees do it. The South African referee, to be fair to them, the games I watched were pretty like extremely concise, extremely like professional. They were playing under the new rules. And I'm actually not going to be too concerned in terms of the bias. They're pretty professional referees. But yeah, anyway, I've been talking about random stuff. Let's have a go over the squad. And here's the man himself, Alan Wynne-Jones, the legend, the heart of the beating dragon. That's the Welsh rugby, Alan Wynne-Jones. He's absolute legend. And let's have a look at, maybe we should go with the forwards first, and we'll talk about like each nation one by one. So England team, out of forwards, there's why didn't the filter? Oh, here we go. So out of the England team, there's 8 players that made to the forwards. So we've got Sam Simmons, 0 appearance. Tom Curry, his first appearance. Tom Curry's been playing really well for England, actually. He's really earned his spot here. Johnny Hill, 0 appearance. Luke Cowan-Dickey, Jamie George. He's played in Lions tour before, pretty solid. Mario Itoje, he's played 6 games for Lions. He's pretty good as well. I think he was. I think he made his debut against Australia. Yeah, and he was quite good off the bench. I think from memory. Courtney Laws and Marco Vinopola. Now a couple of his brother. Billy Vinopola missed out. I didn't think he was in good form when he was playing for England, to be quite frank. I didn't think Marco was in good form either. So it's surprising that Marco made it, but his brother didn't. That's kind of like the English forward pack. To be fair, I was surprised that so many English forwards made it because I thought the Irish forwards were outstanding in the Six Nations and Welsh forwards did really well as well. So I'm actually surprised that this many England forwards made it. So Ireland... yeah, only 5 forward made it. I thought the Irish forwards probably were the best in the competition, to be really, really frank. The Irish forwards really, despite all the Irish media blaming, the Billy Burns whole, Billy Burns, failing Ireland sort of thing. As I mentioned before, a lot of Ireland was getting, the forward did a lot of work carrying the games when Billy Burns were playing. And even though Ireland lost those games when Billy Burns were playing for Johnny Sexton, the forwards did make opportunities for Billy Burns to kick penalties and had opportunity to win the game as well. So the Irish forwards play really, really well in the Six Nations. I'm very surprised only 5 of them made it. So we have Jack Conan, Andrew Potter, Ty Burnan, and we'll have Ty Furlong, and we'll have Ian Anderson. So, yeah, is CJ Standard not able to, is he just out? Because Standard would be a great selection here. This would be the perfect tour for CJ Standard to go out. He's South African. His last game, he's retired. And, going out last game in South Africa for the Lions would be very, very good. And I'm pretty sure he's played for the Lions before. So it's not like he's not eligible. So this would have been a great opportunity for him, but he didn't make the team. I think maybe he's already said that he was out after Six Nations, but yeah, I thought it would be great for him to make one last appearance for the Lions tour in South Africa. His home nation. He's going back to South Africa actually. He's moving back to South Africa to raise his children. So would have been a great way to go out, but yeah. Wales, 5 forwards. Wyn Jones, Tulupe Faletau, Alan Wyn Jones, Ken Owen, and Justin Tipuric. Pretty good picks from the Wales team. Alan Wyn Jones, obviously, probably the outstanding player from the Welsh team. I think the Welsh backs will probably play much better than the forwards in the Six Nations, in my opinion. Scotland, only 3 forwards. Xander Ferguson, Hamish Watson, and Rory Sutherland. Hamish Watson played really well. He really earned the spot here, I think, for the Scotland, for the Scottish nation representing. Anyway, let's have a look at the backs. Let's start with England. Only 3 England backs made it. Back into England forwards, right? So despite all of this, the majority of the forwards are from England. One big guy missed out. That is Sinclair. Kyle Sinclair didn't make the team. The guy that he was the one that won the penalty that drew the game against New Zealand in the last Lions tour. He's literally the hero of the Lions tour, right? And he's been growing and developing quite well as a prop. And I thought he's one of the better props in the world, number 1 and 2. I thought Tupou, in my opinion, Tupou is probably the best prop in the world, or getting there to be the best prop. And then the only one I thought that could potentially be better than Tupou in terms of being all-rounder player, in terms of working around the breakdown, being able to pass balls around, and also do a really good scrum is Kyle Sinclair. I'm very surprised that he didn't make the team because I genuinely thought he is the best prop in the world, tight head prop. His performance in the 2019 World Cup I thought it was incredibly impressive. The way, I am Australian, and I remember these things, okay? Australia and England was neck to neck until Sinclair scored. He literally ran like a line that nobody thought he could have. He literally looked like he was doing a dummy run. And nobody expected him to get the ball. And Farrell's through this pinpoint pass to him, and he just ran through and scored a try for England. And that's where basically Australia broke. Just literally broke Australia's spirit. So I'll never forget that. And I always thought had Sinclair very high on a ranking for tight head prop. So I am very, very surprised that he didn't make the team. So that's my surprise. Let's keep going with the backs. So backs, England, only 3 made it. Elliot Daly, Owen Farrell, and Anthony Watson. So Watson is very good. Johnny May didn't make it. That's a bit... I thought Johnny May probably played better than Elliot Daly, more consistent. But Daly does play really, really... He had a few off games, but when he had a few off games, at the beginning of the season, but towards the end of the Six Nations season, Elliot Daly did play really well. He did put himself back out of the dump that he was in. He was getting criticized for being slow around the park, being out of shape, and he really put himself out of that towards the end of the season. So all credits to him for making the team. And I think that surprising that Johnny May didn't make it, because Johnny May is probably one of the best England backs. I don't think Anthony Watson is probably the best. He's an absolute athletic freak. Give him give him any space, he will take it and score tries from you. So Anthony Watson, definitely a good pick. Owen Farrell, very good pick as well. Very consistent, good kicking. But yeah, Johnny May didn't make it. Let's look at Lyle. Oh yeah, and also I think the Ben Youngs, he opted himself out of selection. I don't know, maybe he thought he wasn't going to get selected anyway, didn't want to get embarrassed. But I didn't think he was going to select it, to be honest. There was... Yeah, I personally didn't think he was going to make it, but yeah, he opted himself out. So he wasn't available for selection. Ireland, we have Bundyaki, Robbie Henshaw, and Conor Murray. Yeah, Conor Murray was probably going to be my pick for the number 9. And Johnny Sexton, not there. Even though he was very instrumental in Irish, the difference between having Johnny Sexton and not having Johnny Sexton in Ireland was huge. But yeah, Warren Gatland didn't think Sexton was up for it. Opted for Owen Farrell. Not too sure. I thought they would probably pick Sexton over Farrell. I was thinking about this. Sure, Sexton is getting a bit older, but he's still tremendously good at his job. And the way Ireland played, without Sexton, and the way Ireland performed with Sexton was really showed that how valuable of a member Sexton is for the Irish team. But yeah, he didn't make it. And also Billy Burns, everybody's favorite, didn't make it. Billy, just a little bit off. Billy, just a little bit off. To be fair though, all the rubbish the Irish media and the Irish public give Billy Burns, I don't think they should give him more opportunities to get better. You can't expect someone to he was unfairly criticized in the first game when Ireland had a red card and they lost the game just because he kind of made a mistake towards the end where he's supposed to kick the ball out for a penalty and he missed the touchline, and then the game ended basically. And yeah, they needed a try anyway. It wasn't, even if he gets the touchline, it doesn't mean they're gonna score a try. And then the second game he played, I think it was against France, and he did miss a few penalties. That was a little bit poor from him. But yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get good if you just get bashed every day and never get a chance to play. So and obviously You still have 2 years to get Billy Burns up to scratch. Otherwise, you're gonna have to rely on Sexton for the next World Cup. And I had a look at the pools. You're in the pool of death, Ireland. I think you're with Scotland and South Africa in the same pool. So you might not even make it out of the pool stage this time, buddy. If you have Sexton there and if he gets a knock, what are you gonna do? If he gets another concussion, you just get Billy Burns out there and he's had like 2 games, 2 international games in 4 years, and you think he's gonna be able to get you to pass into the quarterfinals or even past the quarterfinals? That'll be a miracle. So you just have to bite the dust and put him out there, man. Put him out there. Give him a go. And if he seriously does not have the talent, then you gotta find someone else that has the talent. Like a younger kid, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, a younger one, someone that can carry the team for the next decade. But yeah, Ireland is a bit of strife there. Wales, Lewis Rees-Zammit, he's the superstar for the Welsh team. He scored a bunch of very good kicking, very fast. He scored a bunch of beautiful tries for Wales. Denied a bunch of beautiful tries for Wales as well. Like denied, I mean like he scored and then TMO denied it. He's an absolute, very, very fast on his feet and very young. I think he's like 21, 22, very young. Rees-Zammit, and again, I think Warren Gallen wanted to give him this opportunity to grow the future of Welsh rugby a little bit. Josh Adams, Dan Biggar, that he's probably, he'll be, I don't know, he'll probably starting over Farrell's, right? Or maybe Farrell's will be playing centre, so Biggar will be at 10, Farrell's will be a centre. Gareth Davis and Liam Williams. Liam Williams is the one that I didn't think he's not really, like, his form really dropped off towards the end of the Six Nations. I didn't think that he was, I honestly, I thought they selected him based on his name recognition. Like, I feel like that's probably, like, again, he's a favourite of Gallen. He wasn't going to be selected. I think he played in, in Australia as well, and people were criticizing his selection. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he's probably someone that could have gone to someone else this spot. But yeah, anyway, Scotland, Chris Harris, Ali Price, Duhan van der Merwe. So that's a mouthful. Stuart Hogg, he's very, very good. He's like extremely good at kicking. He's probably like one of the main player that beat England in that semi-final game against in Twickenham in Six Nations. So he was very, very good kicking game, and he's very good fullback, and he organizes attack as well. Like I remember one of the games. I think it was against. I think they were playing against. Ireland, and I just remember like the 2 tries they scored. It was all set up by Stuart Hogg. He was just like everywhere. He's incredibly good, very good in form. Finn Russell, also very, very good, and he's probably going to be a reserve fly half. Oh, that's yeah. Anyway, I think that is all the players that's made it to the 2021 British Irish Lions squad. Still waiting for the books to announce the team. Springboks, when are we gonna see you play again? I genuinely think that everybody thinks that the Lions team's gonna walk over the Springboks. I beg to differ. The Springboks are very, very good at home. And you want to beat the Springboks at home, it's going to cost you an arm and limb. It's going to cost you. It's not going to be easy. But still, looking forward for the Springboks announcement. And, we just have to wait to see the games, to see the world champions play again. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, and hope you enjoyed it. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe, like, and post in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Did maybe Billy Burns deserve the spot? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.